Well, welcome back to my little travel channel. This video is a little bit different in that I think you're probably all fed up of just looking at me while I give you an introduction. So I'm just going to talk over some of the videos I've taken since being on the Ile de Ré. Following on from my last video when I mentioned about going into northern Spain, unfortunately the delay in getting the water pump for the van has really put me back sort of 3 weeks. And there's only now within the last couple of days been fixed. Fantastic service from the guys in the Adria garage in France. They did everything they possibly could, and I think without their help I would still be waiting. But anyway, it's repaired, everything's working. So I ended up spending really sort of 2.5 weeks on the Ile de Ré. The weather improved greatly, and so the videos that you're watching now is really just to give you a flavour of what the area is like. Um, it's a fantastic place if you've got a bike. Um, it's not the sort of place that you want to be driving around in a car or a motorhome. Once you're parked up, everywhere is reachable by a bike. So we got the bike out and stretched the legs. And in one particular day, I did almost 40 kilometres up to the top of the island and around one or two of the villages up towards the lighthouse that you'll see. Absolutely beautiful area, very, very busy in some areas, the lighthouse especially. But some of the quiet seaside, little white seaside towns were absolutely gorgeous. Stopped for a coffee, a few prawns, and really just to watch the whale go by. So it was a very pleasant couple of weeks. I think it's one of those places that if I was travelling in a group or with a travel partner, I think it would be even more enjoyable. Some of the oyster shacks, when they did open, were absolutely fabulous. Sitting in the middle of the salt plains, where they're still making salt by hand. You know, half a bottle of rosé, plate of seafood, absolutely beautiful. But it would have been nice to have shared it with someone. It's never quite the same on your own, but still, it was worth doing. So we then moved back up the coast to get the water pump fitted, and end up in a really rather nice campsite with a beautiful pool and spa area, where again there's a bit of a video to show you. And so we've sat here for a week, just chilled, enjoyed the sunshine and a bit of rain and thunder and lightning. It's been a bit changeable, but again, the forecast for the next week is very, very nice. So I've got to be out of the EU by the first week of June. So I'm not going to go into Spain. I'm going to go through Nantes, up to Rennes, and back up to the Normandy coast. I'm going to do the World War II beaches, which I didn't do extensively on the way down. So I'm going to spend maybe a week and do those properly and have a look around the World War II museums. And then really, I think I'm going to get on a ferry, get back into the UK within my 90 days, and rather than rush straight back up to East Yorkshire, I think we'll do the sort of Kent coast, go up to Whitstable, try the Whitstable oysters and cockles, over the Dartford Tunnel, or under the Dartford Tunnel, should I say, through it, and then gently drive our way up through Suffolk, up towards Cromer, and then a gentle drive through Lincolnshire, back up to sea, everybody in East Yorkshire, sort of towards the middle of June, ready to go up to the Van Life Festival that we're all going to at the end of June. So I hope you like these videos. Please give us a like if you do, and follow the channel. And I look forward to seeing those of you who are up in East Yorkshire in 3 or 4 weeks. Thanks for watching. So this is Camping Sandaia, again still on the Bay of Biscay. Decided that I'd treat myself to a little bit of luxury for the week. So this is supposedly a 5-star campsite. This is the entertainment area and the bike rental. You don't want to bring your own bikes. And we turn around here. This is the bar area. Which is now open as we're into May. With plenty of outdoor seating. Then we move towards the pool complex and the restaurant, which has got a pretty good menu even though we are still out of season. Well, some of the seafood I believe is not on offer. There's a supermarket which I'm going to have to go and have a look around when it opens at 4:30, because this is one of those occasions where in France you are not allowed to wear swim shorts. I know that doesn't mean that everybody's not got anything on, but you have to wear trunks of some sort. So I think it'll be the first time I've seen a pair of Speedos for about 30 years. But a lovely pool area. As you can see, it's very, very quiet today. Not really sunbathing weather today. and a nice pool complex, and literally dozens and dozens and dozens of sunbeds. And so we'll take you down towards the motorhome pictures. A bit more of the bike store, a couple of table tennis tables, and a basketball court. Another view of the pool. And the water slides. And then we've got a children's play area, climbing frames, rope ladders, which looks very nice. And then these are the cabins as we walk down to the motorhome area. So again we can see pictures all over. See the roof of my van there, and this is the toilets and showers. There's a wash-up station down that side. And then these are all the showers. All fully heated, and that's a typical shower arrangement. But really very, very nice. Much better quality and standard than the last campsite. And we just walk down through the site again. As you can see, it's a big, big site. And again, I'm sure in the summer months, this place is absolutely crazy. There must be several hundred permanent homes, as well as all the motorhome pitches. There's an empty pitch there, another one there, a full row of pitches up here, quite a few of which are out of order. I think they've had a lot of rain. And then there we are, up on the jacks, because the pitch is not particularly flat, but we get a nice little picnic table to sit outside, and it should be very pleasant.